We go to Fresno, California, where Esmeralda is on the line. Esmeralda, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I am living the dream. What's going on today?
So I wanted to ask you your opinion about if I should go ahead and quit my current full-time job. So right now I am a registered nurse, and I work at a correctional facility. It's a state correctional facility. And I have a part-time job at a hospital that could potentially turn into full-time if I wanted it to in a couple of months. And the only reason why I haven't left the correctional facility is because everybody's always like, it's a state job, the retirement's good, the benefits are really good, and the pay is really good. I bring home about $5,300 a month. Then that's after retirement and benefits.
Yeah.
And if I were to stay at the hospital, I would bring home about 60.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
But
So
that's without the retirement, without the...
I get it. But your heart's telling you to do something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a draining job.
Yeah.
It's
So
stressful.
what would the dream job pay you initially and then eventually?
Well, my goal is to be a school nurse.
Is to what?
And it's to be a school nurse.
Right.
So the pay for school nurses, it's not that much. It's about $55,000 to $60,000 a year. And I already got into contact with a user proximity principal, and I spoke with a friend that she does work at a school. She got me an interview with the superintendent, and he's very interested in helping me get in.
Yeah.
So
would that be public school or private school?
It'll be a public school.
Yeah. So you're going to have the state. You're still going to have state benefits and state retirement plan. Yes.
Yes.
Would that roll over? Would your existing plan roll into that?
Yeah, eventually, yes, it will.
Yeah, so I don't think so. Yeah, so here's what you're calling about. I've had this call before, and I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just saying it's really, really clear to me, Esmeralda. You want to be a school nurse, and you've got all the reasons why. Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Can you absorb the difference in pay financially, or is it going to set your family into a really rough financial situation?
No, it's not. Me and my husband, we make about. Well, if I stay at my current job, we'll make about $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
And if I were to quit the prison job and go to the hospital, we would be around 155.
Okay, but here's the deal. Who's happier, Esmeralda in the current role or Esmeralda in the future role?
Esmeralda in the future role, of course.
All right, Esmeralda, you know what time it is, don't you?
Yes.
Say it.
It's time to quit.
It's time to go. That's my phrase.
Uh-huh.
It's time to go. Esmeralda, I appreciate the call, but you know what's happening? Your heart saying one thing and your head saying another. And the reason your head's saying another is because you got some very well-meaning family and friends who are going, Esmeralda, you're a nut job or you're an idiot if you think that you should leave all this wonderful benefit stuff. And it's making you go, oh, am I? And you're not. Because financially, you guys aren't going to go backwards a whole bunch. And you're already making really good money, so you can meet all your financial goals that you want, making the kind of income, combined income of 155. But Esmeralda is happier being a school nurse. It's the dream job, and it's sitting right there. And you're going to get that. They already want you. You know it.
Yeah, I would just have to go back to school and get my bachelor's and my credentials. But I could work part-time at the school without having all of that, as long as I'm enrolled going to school.
Exactly. And you're going to cash flow your way through it. So
of course,
I don't see any problems here. You have to do what your heart wants you to do. Folks, I'm in the heart business, Joe. This isn't a YouTube show. It's not a nationally syndicated radio show. This is a show about the heart. We're going to be informed about our heart. We're not going to just make crazy emotional decisions. We're going to do exactly what we just did with Esmeralda. There's something, folks, that you long to do in your work life. It's a contribution. It matters to you, and you've got to do that. There's a way to do it the smart way. There's a way to get there the smart way, and I'm going to help you do that. But you have to acknowledge the fact that a lot of people will not follow their heart, and that leads to a life that when you get to the end, you regret things. I want to lead you and guide you to a life that when you get to the end, you reminisce. You say, what a ride. Failures and all. Whew, what a ride.